Fuck that fucking job, I'm watching everybody work. Fuck that fucking job, that little pay by the hour. Yeah, fuck that fucking job, my back hurting and I'm hungry. Yeah, fuck that fucking job, nigga, on soul. Yeah, caught between the two, get this money, go home. Yeah, all these people so, now these bitches they messy. First day I came in, I bossed up on the bosses, and they promised nigga this, promised nigga that. Want my ass to work, then bring that paper back. Shaw, where you been? I been taking the shit. Knowing damn well that I don't fucking sleep. Fuck that fucking job, we gon' be rich tomorrow. Fuck that fucking job, it ain't no more applying. Fuck that fucking job, boy, I'm sick and I'm tired. Fuck that fucking job, all that bitchin' and crying, and I'm saying fuck that fucking job, nigga. Fuck that fucking job, bitch. Fuck that fucking job, we gon' be rich tomorrow. Fuck that fucking job, it ain't no more applying. Fuck that fucking job, me and bro, we just post. Look him in the eye, shake my head disappointed. We gotta visualize, summarize, execute. All these people drop like fly, why the fuck we still here? Man, fuck that fucking job, when I pull up I hate it. Yeah, fuck that fucking job, that's on all of their faces. Fuck that fucking job, man, I'm already lit. Man, I hear one thing, boy, you bound to get hit. Man, these bills cross a nigga's brain. Damn, that's how you keep a nigga damn a slave. Damn, money supposed to be a tool. Damn, for a purpose, what's your purpose for? Fuck that fucking job, we gon' be rich tomorrow. Fuck that fucking job, it ain't no more applying. Fuck that fucking job, boy, I'm sick and I'm tired. Fuck that fucking job, all that bitchin' and crying, and I'm saying fuck that fucking job, nigga. Fuck that fucking job, bitch. Fuck that fucking job, we gon' be rich tomorrow. Fuck that fucking job, it ain't no more applying. You know what I'm talking about? I'm sick of that shit, I know you sick of it too, man. Money supposed to be a tool, but what's your purpose though? It's supposed to benefit a purpose. Shout out Boom Man now.
Push your position.
Any man give his life for Yahweh Shai, Mashiach, and Christ, and fall up under that U.P.K banner. It's my brother and my blood, and I will die and kill for him if necessary. Go to ground, 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 go to ground. It's all about that warfare, boy. Give ground, give ground, give ground, back up, give ground, give ground, give ground, back up, give ground, give ground. It's all about that warfare, boy. Take ground, 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 take ground. My soldiers take ground till them stand down. Take ground, take ground, take ground, take ground, take ground, take ground, take ground. My soldiers take ground till them stand down. Take ground, take ground, take ground. Nah, this ain't no movement, this a takedown. We will not be moved or intimidated. We ain't the type. You got a problem, tell them cross the fucking line. My niggas ain't polite. Soldiers to the left and right. I die for every man body. Before I be a coward, I'd rather be a dead body. This will be my kingdom when the hour pass. You can either get with it or get flipped like an hourglass. We live by honor and no excuse. Just sit to pray up to the Lord. I told him, then let all the terrorists loose. Hold your tongue or get rebuked, cause you made a truce. With a race that made merchandise out of my abuse. Scared of who? You got your gun, then pull it. Me and my niggas start to argue, it's about who gon' bite the bullet. It gon' take round, take round, take round. Opponents better move slow. Attack dog for this truth, nigga, cool yo. Go to ground, 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 go to ground. It's all about that warfare, boy. Give ground, give ground, give ground, back up, give ground, give ground, give ground, back up, give ground, give ground. It's all about that warfare, boy. Take ground, 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 take ground. My soldiers take ground till them stand down. Take ground, take ground, take ground, take ground, take ground, take ground, take ground. My soldiers take ground till them stand down. Oh, thought you could cross us with no consequence, but you will pay dearly. You should've used your common sense. My zeal lit, that means you could never prevail. Hey, with a true sit, hey, with warriors dwell.
You know what? Step back. Give me that back. Give me that back.
No, you take this staff and give me the bat. Oh, sure. There we go. Leviathan, present thyself.
Leviathan Bon Yahweh
Yahawada.
Yahweh
Yahawada.
Yahweh
Wada.
Ban Yasharala.
Leviathan, Bun Yahawada, Bun Yasa'ala. Just like this. Right here. Yep. Yahweh.
Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai Barakatah.
Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai Barakatah. Lord, you know. Don't face me. You're gonna hold it out. And put your hand. Say La Yashar.
La Shara Yah Yasharala.
Socket. La
La
Yashar Allah.
Yasharala.
No sacrifice, no drinking. Whole thing. There we go. No sacrifice. Yeah, blow it again. All right, uncover it. Let it see. Yep, just like that. Face forward. It's on you.
Madu, which means turn. Walk and yell hakadam, which means turn and face the east. You're going to say the Lord's Prayer in Hebrew. Repeat after me. Abanaw.
Abanaw.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Kodah.
Kodah.
Hayah. Shemka. Yahweh. Malakuvka.
Malakuvka.
Saba'ah.
Saba'ah.
Ratazayah.
Ratazayah.
Hayah.
I.S.U.P.K.
Ba'aratazah.
Ba'aratazah.
Kawah. Hayah.
Hayah.
Bashamayim.
Bashamayim.
Thundernaw.
Lakam.
Cow. Yawam. Wasalakinaw.
Wasalakinaw.
Kabawatinaw.
Kabawatinaw.
Kasalakinaw.
Kasalakinaw.
Kabawatinaw.
Kabawatinaw.
Wala'ah.
Wala'ah.
Tabi'ayinaw.
Tabi'ayinaw.
Bonasaya one.
Bonasaya one.
Abal.
Abal.
Awashayinaw.
Awashayinaw.
Mayun.
Mayun.
Rod.
Rod.
Kayah.
Kayah.
Lakah.
Lakah.
Hamalakwa.
Hamalakwa.
Wa'ala.
Wa'ala.
Wa'atapara.
Wa'atapara.
La'ibalamin.
La'alayamin.
Amun.
Amen. In the English, our Father,
Our Father,
which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name.
Hallowed be thy name.
Thy kingdom come.
The kingdom come.
Thy will be done.
Will be done.
In earth,
In earth.
as it is in heaven.
As it is in heaven.
Give us this day
Give us
this
our
day
daily bread.
our daily bread.
Forgive us our debts,
Give us
our
our
debt.
debt.
as we forgive our debtors.
We forgive our debtors.
And lead us not
And lead us not
into temptation,
into
but
temptation.
deliver us
Deliver
from
us
evil.
from evil.
For thine is the kingdom,
For thine is the kingdom,
and the power,
And the power.
and the glory,
And the glory.
Brother.
So be it.
So be it. You want to see how cop the power in Hebrew? Repeat after me. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Ba Shem Yahweh Shah.
By Hashem Yahweh Shai.
Ba Shah.
Baba Shah.
Thundernaw.
Thundernaw.
Cop.
Hakah.
Cop.
Hakah.
La
La'afa'ah.
Kamakala.
Kamka'Allah.
Kamarawa.
Kamarawa.
Cop.
Hakah.
Latahar.
Latahar.
Hamatazaraya.
Hamatazarayim.
Cop.
Hakah.
Lahapi.
Lahapi.
Hamathi.
Hamathi.
Cop.
Hakah.
Arakawa.
Arakawa.
Hatama Allah.
Katamala.
Lagar Shem.
Lagar Shem.
Ba Shem Yahweh Shah.
By Hashem Yahweh Shai.
Wada Aman.
Warakman. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
My name is Yahweh Shah.
Please give us the power.
Please give us the power.
Power to heal.
Power to heal.
All manner of sickness.
All
manner of
And
sickness.
all manner of disease.
All manner of disease.
Power to cleanse the lepers.
Power to cleanse the lepers.
Power to raise the dead.
Power to raise the dead.
Power against unclean spirits.
Power against unclean spirit.
To cast them out.
Cast them out.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it. You want to say, bless Israel in Hebrew? Repeat after me. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Ba Shem Yahweh Shah.
By Hashem Yahweh Shai.
Barak Lanah.
Barakah.
Wayasha Allah.
Wayasha'al.
Wahabayah.
Habayah.
Sapari.
Sapari.
Barak.
Barak.
Rapah.
Rapah.
Magun.
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 Ba Shem Yahweh Shah.
By Hashem Yahweh Shai.
Wada Aman.
Duwaraman. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Bless us.
Bless us.
And Israel.
And Israel.
And the school.
And the school.
Bless.
Bless.
Heal.
Heal.
Shield.
Shield.
Protect.
Protect.
Our loved ones.
Our loved ones.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it. We're going to say Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. We got to be I.S.U.P.K. I.S.U.P.K.
Ayana.
I.S.U.P.K.
Ahahari.
Ma'ayan.
Ma'ayan.
Yaba'a.
Yaba'a.
I.S.U.P.K.
Izari.
I.S.U.P.K. Ma'ayin. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
I.S.H.U.P.K.
I.S.U.P.K.
Shemaiah.
Shemaiah.
Wa'aratazah.
Waratza.
Ayathan.
Ayathan.
Lamawat.
Lamawat.
Regal.
Regalvin.
Al-Yanawam.
Al-Yanawam.
Shamar.
Shamar.
Hana.
Hana.
La'ah.
La'ah.
Renawam.
Yanawam.
Wala'ah.
Wala'ah.
Yayashun.
Yayashun.
Shawamar.
Shawamar.
Yasha'al.
Yasha'al.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Shamar.
Shamar.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Tazalka.
Dalka.
Al-Yah.
Al-Yah.
Yamyaka.
Yamyaka.
Yawamam.
Yawamam.
Hashamash.
Hashamash.
La'ah.
La'ah.
Yakak.
Yakayaka.
Wayarak.
Wairak.
Walayala.
Balayala.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yashamar.
Yashamarka.
Kara.
Makalra.
Yashamar.
Yashamar.
Afnapashka.
Afnapashka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yashamar.
Yashamar.
Taza'af.
Taza'af.
Wa'af.
Wabu'af.
Ma'aitha.
Ma'aitha.
Wa'aitawalam.
Wa'aitawalam.
Wa'araman.
Wa'araman. I will lift up my eyes to the hills.
I will lift up my eyes to the hills.
From whence cometh my help?
From whence cometh my help?
My help coming from Yahweh.
My help coming from
Which
Yahweh.
made heaven and earth.
Which made heaven and
He will
earth.
not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer my foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee,
He that keepeth thee
will not slumber.
will not stumble.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth Israel
he that keepeth Israel
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh thy keep.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
Yahweh thy shade upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
Yahweh shall preserve thee
Yahweh shall preserve thee
from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
and thy coming in
and thy coming in.
from this time forth
From this time forth,
and even forevermore.
and even forevermore.
So be it.
So be it. We're going to say Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Repeat after me. Alahayim.
Alahayim.
Al-Tamayalaka.
Al-Damayalaka.
Al-Takarash.
Al-Bakarash.
Al-Tashakwat.
Al-Bashaqat.
Al.
Al.
Kayahana.
Kayahana.
Awayabika.
Awayabika.
Yahamu
Yahama Yawan.
Wamashanayaka.
Wamashanayaka.
Nasha'awa.
Nasha'awa.
Ra'ash.
Ra'ash.
Al-Aimaka.
Al-Aimaka.
Ya'arayamu.
Ya'arayamu.
Sawa.
Wa.
Wayataya Aitazawa.
Wayata Ya'aitazawa.
Altazapawanyaka.
Altazapawanyaka.
Amara.
Amara.
Lakawa.
Lakawa.
Wanakaki.
Wanakaki.
Magoya.
Magoya.
Wala'a.
Wala'ah.
Yazakar.
Yatakar.
Sham Yasha'al.
Shum Yasha'al.
Aiwa.
Aiwa.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Nawa Aitazawa.
Noah Aitazawa.
La.
La.
Yakad.
Yakadu.
Ayaka.
Ayaka.
Waya.
Barya.
Yakarath.
Yakarath.
Ahoya.
Ahalia.
Arawam.
Adawam.
Wayashima Ayaka.
Wayashima'ayim.
Mawa'ab.
Mawa'ab.
Wahagari.
Wahagari.
Gabal.
Gabal.
Wa'imawam.
Waimawan.
Waimalak.
Waimalak.
Palasha.
Palasha.
I'm the Shabi.
I'm Yashabi.
Tazawar.
Tazawar.
Kamashawar.
Gamashawar.
Nalawa.
Nalawa.
Aimam.
Aimam.
Hayawa.
Hayawa.
Zarawai.
Zarawai.
Labanya Lawat.
Labanya Lawat.
Salah.
Salah.
Ashalaham.
Aisha Laham.
Kamadi.
Kamadi.
Kasaya Sara'ah.
Kasaya Sara'ah.
Kayabi.
Kayabi.
Wanakal.
Banakal.
Koyashawan.
Koyashwan.
Nashamabu.
Nashamab.
Ba'ayanda Ira.
Bayanda Arab.
Hayawa.
Hayawa.
Daman.
Daman.
La'arama.
La'adama.
Shayatamu.
Shaydamu.
Nadiyamu.
Nadiyamu.
Ka'ira. Kazabu.
Because of
Kazabak.
Bach.
Katazamana.
Because of Zamana.
Kanasaya Kamwa.
Count and say come on.
Ashur.
Ashar.
Amar.
Amara.
Nayarashat.
Nairashat.
Nanawa.
Lanawa.
Ah.
Ah.
Na'awa.
Na'wa.
Alahayim.
Alahayim.
Alahayah.
Alahayah.
Shayatamu.
Shaytamba.
Kagagla.
Kagagla.
Kakwash.
Kakwash.
Lapanya Rakah.
Lapanya Rakah.
Ka'ash.
Ka'ash.
Saba'ira Ya'ira.
Zaba'ira Ya'ira.
Wakala Haba.
Wakala Haba.
Dalahat.
Delahat.
Haryam.
Haryam.
Khan.
Khan.
Dabadat.
The Radatma.
Basa Ira.
Busta Irika.
Wabasa Wapaka.
Busta Wapaka.
The Bahalam.
The Bahalam.
Mala'ah.
Mala'ah.
Panyaham.
Panyaham.
Kwalawan.
Kwalawan.
Wayabakwashu.
Wayabakwashu.
Shimka.
Shimka.
Yahawah.
Yahweh.
Yabashu.
Yabashu.
Wayabahayu.
Wayabahawa.
Ayja'ai.
Aja'ai.
Wayakapara.
Wayakaparo.
Wayabadu.
Wayabadu.
Wayada'ai.
Wayada'ai.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Atha.
Atha.
Shimka.
Shamka.
Yahawah.
Yahweh.
Labat.
The vodka.
Ayawan.
Ayuman.
Al-Kaharatazah.
Al-Karatha.
Wadaman.
Wadaman. In English, keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still,
And be not still,
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
For lo,
lo,
thine enemies make a tumult,
the enemies make a tumult,
and they that hate
and they
thee
that hate thee
have lifted up the head.
have lifted up the
They
head.
have taken crafty
They
counsel
have taken crafty counsel
against thy people,
against thy people,
and consulted against thy hidden one.
and consulted against thy hidden one.
They have said,
They have said,
Come,
Come,
and let us cut them off
let us cut them
from
off
being a nation.
being a nation.
The name of Israel
The name of Israel
may be no more in
there
remembrance,
may be no more remembrance.
for they have consulted together
They have consulted
with
together.
one consent.
One
They are confederate against thee,
They are confederate against
the
thee.
tabernacles of Edom,
Tabernacle of
and
Edom,
the Ishmaelites,
Ishmaelites,
of Moab,
Moab,
and Agarenes,
Green,
the Baal,
Baal,
and Am,
and
and Amalek,
Amalek,
the Philistines,
Philistine,
with the inhabitants of Tyre.
with the inhabitants of Tyre.
Ashur is also joined with them.
Ashur is also joined with them.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
Salah,
Salah,
do unto them
do unto them
as unto the Midianites,
as unto the Midianites,
as to Sisera,
as to Sisera,
as to Jabin,
as to Jabin,
at the brook of Kishon,
at the brook of Kishon,
which perished at Endor.
which perished at Endor.
They became as dung for the earth.
It became a dung for the earth.
Make the nobles like a red.
Make the nobles like a red, like said.
Yea,
Yea,
all their princes,
all
their
their princes,
as the Ba,
Ba,
and as Amuda,
as the moon,
who said,
who said,
let us take to ourselves
let us take to
the
ourselves
house of Yahweh in possession.
the house of Yahweh possession.
Oh, my power,
Hold my power,
make them like the wheel,
make them like the wind,
as the stubble before the wind,
as stubble before the
as
wind,
a fire burning the wood,
fire burn the wood,
and as the flame set the mountains on fire.
as the flame set the mountains on fire.
So persecute them with thy tempest,
With thy
and
tempest,
make them afraid.
make them afraid,
With thy storm,
with thy stone,
fill their face with shame,
fill their faces with shame,
that they may seek thy name.
that they may seek thy name.
Oh Yahweh,
Oh,
let them be
let
confounded
them be confounded,
and troubled forever.
troubled forever.
Yea,
Yea,
let them be put to shame
let it be put to shame,
and perish, that men may know
that they may know
that thou,
that
whose name alone
God's name alone
is Yahweh,
is Yahweh,
art the most high
the Most High.
over all the earth.
over all the earth.
So be it.
So be it.
We're going to say the blessings in the Hebrew. Repeat after me. Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh,
Wa Yahweh Shah.
wa Yahweh Shah,
Wa Mayaka Allah.
wa Mayak Allah,
Wa Alahayim.
wa Alahayim,
Mataza Bayah.
Matazabayah,
Allah Wat Yahan.
Alawap Yahan,
Ha Allah
Ha Alawapim,
Ha Saranya.
Ha Saranya,
Ha Quartus Yoy.
Ha Kwasi Yoyan,
Ha Koya Yoy.
Ha Koya Yoyan,
Wa Hak Wat.
wa Kwatin,
Yahweh.
Yahweh,
Ba Hashem Yahweh Shah.
by Shem Yahushai,
Wa Aman.
what I bless you, Yahweh,
Bless you, Yahweh.
and Yahweh Shai,
And Yahweh Shai,
and Michael,
And Michael.
and the angels,
And the angels.
commanding General Yahanna,
Commanding General Yahanna.
the generals,
General.
the captains,
Captain.
the officers,
Officers,
the troopers,
troopers,
and the sisters,
And the
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
in the name of Yahweh Shai.
in the name of Yahweh Shai.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it.
We're going to say the curses. Blessed are you, Yahweh,
Blessed are you, Yahweh.
King of heaven and earth,
King of heaven and
and
earth.
all things living.
All things living.
Yahweh,
Yahweh.
in the name of Yahweh Shai.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
Listen to us now.
Listen
To us now.
Right now.
Right now.
Send evils and curses,
Send
Evil and curses,
and punishment and destruction
punishment and destruction
to the heathen,
to the heathen
that speak against us,
that speak against us
thy prophets,
by prophet,
the teachers,
The teachers,
the princes,
the princes,
the priests,
the priests,
the Israelite brothers,
Israelite
Israelite
brothers,
brothers,
and the school.
and the school.
Send evils and curses,
send evils and curses,
and punishment and destruction
punishment and destruction
to the heathen,
to the heathen,
and shake loose
and shake loose
the treasures of the rich of Israel
the treasures of the rich of
that
Israel
refuse to give to the school,
that refuse to give to the school,
force their riches
for their riches,
to enter into thy sanctuary,
to enter into thy
and
sanctuary,
then evils and curses,
send evils and curses,
and punishment and destruction
punishment and
to
destruction
the Edomites,
To the Edomites,
and the nations,
and the nations,
and their drug dealers,
and their drug dealers,
courses,
courts,
prison systems,
princes,
Planned Parenthood,
Planned Parenthood,
all the governments of our enemies,
all the governments by
Amalek synagogues and armies,
Amalek synagogues and armies,
Roman Catholic Church,
Roman Catholic Church,
the Pope,
the Pope,
Islam,
Islam,
Christianity,
Christianity,
Egyptology,
Egyptology,
militia, Ku Klux Klan,
Ku Klux Klan,
Aryan Nation,
Aryan Nation,
skinheads,
Skinhead,
Posse Comitazi,
Apostle Mataz,
the gay movement,
gay
Gay
the
movement,
lesbian movement,
lesbian movement,
spies,
Spies,
workers of witchcraft,
workers of witchcraft,
NASA space program,
National Space Program,
Army,
Army,
Navy,
Navy,
Air Force,
Air Force,
Marines,
Marines,
Wall Street,
Wall
Street,
open up the internet,
open up
the internet,
and the airwaves,
and the airwaves,
and the cable access channels,
cable access
and the
channel,
radio channels.
radio channel,
Convict the spirit
convict the spirit
of any of thy people
any of that
that seek to stop us
to stop
and bring swift destruction
and bring swift destruction
to all the heathen
to all the
that stand in the way
that stand in the way
or try and stop us
try to stop
from broadcasting your words
broadcasting your word
throughout the planet Earth.
throughout the planet Earth.
Let loose all the plagues.
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 Cause them to go.
Cause them to go
To and fro.
To and fro.
Through the earth.
through the earth.
And consume them.
And consume them.
Let the plagues
Let the plagues
shake the house of the thief
shake the house of the thief
and the murderer.
And the murder.
Let Yahanna,
Like Yahanna,
Michael and Gabriel
Michael, Gabriel,
come down with the flying saucers
down with the flying
and
saucer,
punish all the heathens
punish all the
that
heathen
come up against us.
come up against us.
As we speak thy word,
And to speak thy word,
cause it to be known
cause it to be known
by all.
by all.
That is the angels that have done it.
That is
The angels that have done it.
Cause it to be spread
cause it to be spread
through the media
Through the media.
throughout the whole world.
throughout
The whole world.
Cause them to shake at thy coming.
cause it to
Shake
shake
it,
thy
I come.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Thank you always.
Thank you always.
So be it.
So be it.
stop, which means to turn. Stop, which means to be seated.
Lost it there. And up here, you're shouting, which means to be seated. What we're going to do is we're going to continue on where we left off last week. Go ahead and get that. What we're going to do, hold on, let me put this weapon away. Let me sheath my sword, so to speak. All right. Most High in Christ. That's a glorious garment right there. I like that. Brother is ready. Brother is ready.
That's fire right there.
Right? That is fire right there. All right. What we're gonna do is we're gonna leave off from the where we left off the last time. Hold on 1 second. Let me put this weapon away, but within arm's reach. So that if a nigga would, so like now you good right there. You good right there. If a nigga would, you know, I'm gonna put it on. All right. Hold on. Before we get started, lock in. Kagar, go ahead like that. You could. Fire it up.
Well, look at that flame.
All right. Now, before I get started, I'm gonna need you to take a seat right over there. And from now until you're done, you're gonna be taking the test. All right. Command Junior Yahanna seats so fit for you to take the test now. That's exactly what's gonna happen. With my hand. All right. Here you go. There you go. Lord be with you. All right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get in first in the Hebrew. Exodus 21, 31 through 36, and then 22 and 1. Kagar, go ahead and take that if you could, Baba Show.
Exodus chapter 21, verse 31. And verse 31. Hawa, Bun, Yagak, Awa, Ba, Yagak, Kama Shapat, Hazah, Aisha, Lawa, verse 32. Aiba, Yagak, Hashawar, Awa, Amah, Kasap, Shilashim, Shakoyim, Yathan, La'adanyua, Wahashawar, Yasakar, verse 33. Wakaya, it's like Yapathak, Ayash, Bawar, Awa, Kaya, Yakara, Ayash, Bar, Wala'a, Yakasunwa, Wanapal, Kama, Shawar, Awa, Kamawar, sorry, Kamawar, verse 34. Baal, Habawar, Yashalam, Kasap, Wayashab, Wayashayab,
Yashua.
Oh, Yashua. Yashia.
Mm-hmm.
Laba'ai Liyawa.
Lava Al Yawa.
Oh, Laba'al Yawa.
Mm-hmm.
Wahama. Yahaya. Lawa. Verse 35. Wakaya. Yagat. Shawar. Ayash. Shawar. Ra'ihua. Wamath. Wamakarawa. Hashawar. Hakaya. Yahaya. Lawa. Verse.
No, keep going.
Okay.
No, you at the bottom.
Okay, so verse 35, right?
No, you did 35.
Okay. I see. Wakatazawa. Kasatwa. Wagam. Hama. Yakataza.
Yakataza 1.
Yakataza 1. Verse 36. Awa. Nawadai. Kaya. Shawar. Nagak. Hawa'a. Mawal. Shalasham. Wala'a. Yasham. Lashama. Lasham.
Masha
Maranwa. Masha Maranwa. Ba'alwa. Shalom. Yashalom. Shawar. Thakah. Hashawar. Wahamath. Yahaya. Lawa. Verse 37. Kaya. Yaganab. Ayash. Shawar. Awa. Shahar, right? Or the Shah. Shahar. Wata Bakawa. Awa. Makarawa. Ka Masha. Bakar. Yashalam. Thakah. Hashawar. Wa'a Rabbi. Taza'an. Thakah. Hasha. Exodus chapter 22.
Hold on that. That's it.
Oh, that was it?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's it. Most High in Christ. Antonio Rodriguez, which is what we're saying is so he can't violence. No, so I can respond in violence as well. All right. As I know where I'm coming from, you know what I'm saying? No one's playing pretend. We're rehearsing the acts, what's going to happen in the kingdom.
Right.
In the kingdom, we're going to be speaking Hebrew, and that's what we were just doing. You know what I'm saying? Because we were colonized. You know what I'm saying? Most people here and North America, in America and Canada particularly, were colonized by the English and the French. So we're speaking English and French. You know what I'm saying? And it's in the Central and South America, predominantly is by the Spaniards. So you'll be speaking Spanish, or Portuguese. You'll be speaking Portuguese, right? So if I was in Colombia, we'd be speaking Hebrew and Portuguese. What you just heard is our original tongue, Lashwan Kodash, separate tongue. That's what we're doing. There is no pretending. See, there's a difference between us and a Christian church.
Right.
What you see here is what you're going to get outside in the street.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you come with peace, we're going to come with peace. You know what I'm saying? If you come with the ish, we for the ish too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The difference is it's going to be righteous when we slap you across your face.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's not going to be unprovoked. You know what I'm saying? We're absolutely defending ourselves if it were to come to that.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Or we can just give you grace, make you miss, let you fall on your hind parts, and then laugh at you,
right,
and then go home and drink some wine and talk about you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's grace. That's grace. Whereas the Christian church, you know, God knows what they'll do to you.
Right.
Lord knows what they'll do to you, and we'll know that it's not in the spirit. Mm-hmm. Now, what we're doing is we're rehearsing the righteous acts. This has been passed down from generation to generation and is written right here in the Bible. And that's why we are doing it right now, because it's told for us to do these things in a specific way that we're doing it right here. There is a head priest, there is a second priest, and then there's a younger man who is being taught how to run the Sabbath service. And we're actually going into the law, the literal law. That's what these scriptures are for in Exodus. We're actually going into the law. What happens when the president imposes martial law on us? Didn't the president impose martial law before in 2020 when they said we couldn't go outside? Where were you?
In the house.
I was here.
Yeah, kind of.
Didn't you come here for Sabbath service?
Yep.
Didn't you come here for well, we didn't have camp, but didn't you come in here for class? Yeah. So I don't know when you say what happens when martial and the president imposes martial law, we're going to still do what the Most High commands us to do, and the Lord is going to be with us. Simple. It's simple. How do I know this? Because it happened before. Not too long ago, in 2020, everybody was at home, couldn't come outside, even in New York. You know what I'm saying? In some of the places where it was more strict, people were doing the work of the Lord. Churches were closed down. And they barely opened back up. I don't know how many times I done passed the church and it's boarded up. You know what I'm saying? The grass is growing in the cracks of the concrete. You know what I'm saying? That lets you know that it's not being used. Whereas we use, you know what I'm saying, this school, and schools are not only around the country but around the world. We kept going to class. You know what I'm saying? We kept holding the high holy days. Nothing, absolutely nothing stopped. Nothing stopped. We still went to camp. No sweat. I feel you. I'm not bashing you. You saying you just asking a question. I'm just letting you know. There's other naysayers out there that's like, oh, well, you ain't do none of that. That's a lie. It's recorded. It's recorded. You got something?
No, if I could address Antonio Rodriguez about the same thing.
I don't know if he's still in here, but yeah, go ahead.
Just the spirit of that saying that grown ass, we can say it, right? Niggas playing pretend. You should say that to the Christian church, because we're not pretending. We don't have people coming to our congregation shooting up and unaliving brothers. That's what happened to the Christian church. What's that done in, what was it, North Carolina with Dalen Roof?
South Carolina, yeah.
Dalen Roof. Tell them that they're pretending, because they're allowing the devil to come in there and interfere and unalive their brothers and sisters because they want to welcome all hands. We're not pretending.
Yeah.
Edomites can't come into here. They can't join in our nation. And we stand on that.
Yeah, that's the truth. That's the truth. With that being said, if anybody has any more questions, just go ahead, type it in. Type it in the chat, and we can go ahead and answer your questions. Matter of fact, I'm gonna do something real quick. Hold on one second. Just bear with me. And I'm gonna let y'all know what I'm doing. Boom. Now we open. The phone lines is open. And if you don't know what the number is, I'm gonna put that on the screen here in a second. Where are you at? Boom. Call in. Call in if you want to ask a question. No problem. You have some?
I was going to say, the reason why the churches have that grass growing up and weeds growing in front of and closing down is because they wasn't feeding the people. They wasn't reading from the Bible. They wasn't scriptural.
Right.
And here you're getting fed.
Right.
Yeah. We eating.
Yeah.
We eating in here.
That's the one thing.
What's up?
What he just said too was real heavy, because thanks to Commander General Yahanna, we know we didn't just feed our people, we even still feed the devils, because we're not them. We're better than them. Even though they watch us starve, we still go out there in the street corners with the food drives and clothing drives, and we still feed massive amount of people, even the devils, because we Most High's with us.
That's the truth. All right, let's read this in English. It's Exodus 21,
verse 31
through 37. Can you fix that, Kagar?
Yeah,
This is only 36 on here.
Go to 36 and 1.
And then 22-1.
Yeah, and then 22 and 1. Yeah.
So that's why though, right? I mean,
Yeah.
okay. It's probably because of the Hebrew. Then.
Go ahead.
Exodus chapter 21, verse 31. Whether he have gored a son or have gored a daughter, according to this judgment shall it be done unto him. 32. If the ox shall push a manservant or a maidservant, he shall give unto their master 30 shekels of silver, and the ox shall be stoned. And if a man shall open a pit, or if a man shall dig a pit and not cover it, and an ox or an ass fall therein, the owner of the pit shall make it good and give money unto the owner of them, and the dead beast shall be his.
So what's going on is we're learning how to deal with issues that come up. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like something we dealt with, on a daily basis, or the possibility of something that we dealt on a daily basis back then. It's almost like if you're driving a car, somebody drives a car damn near every day. You know what I'm saying? If you have a vehicle, or you get in a car, or you interact with vehicles, you know what I'm saying, and you run into a ditch. You know what I'm saying? Whoever built that ditch, the person who built the ditch is responsible for it, according to this law. You know what I'm saying? So these laws are to govern something if something were to happen to somebody else's property. You know what I'm saying? So this is why, we're going over the ancient acts, because we don't even know what we don't know.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Most people don't even know that these are laws in the Bible. If you go to a Christian church, you damn sure don't know that there's more than 10 rules that God has to govern a nation. There's more than 10 rules that you have to govern your own house. You know what I'm saying? You mean to tell me you only have 10 rules in your own house? Only 10 rules?
Like they don't even keep the 10.
Yeah, and they don't even. If you have 10 rules, you don't even keep that. You know what I'm saying? Some people allow you to have shoes on, walk with shoes on in the house. Some people that's a smack in the mouth bull offense. You know what I'm saying? Some people, allow their kids to just walk in the room and not say nothing to the adults. You know what I'm saying? Or anybody else. Other people, that's a smackable offense. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So there's more than 10 rules that you have even in your own car. You know what I'm saying? There's more rules. And we're going over the rules that the Most High laid out for the entire nation. Let's keep reading.
Exodus 21, verse 34. The owner of the pit shall make it good and give money unto the owner of them, and the dead beast shall be his. 35. And if one man's ox hurt another's, that he died, then they shall sell the live ox and divide the money of it. And the dead ox also they shall divide. 36. Or if it be known that the ox hath used to push in that time past, and his owner hath not kept him in, he shall surely pay ox for ox, and the dead shall be his own.
So now that we're making rules, you know what I'm saying, for cattle and livestock. You know what I'm saying? No, if something gets injured or dies or something like that, someone has to pay for it, right? So let's keep reading.
Chapter 22, verse 1.
Exodus 22.
Exodus chapter 22, verse 1. If a man shall steal an ox or a sheep and kill it or sell it, he shall restore 5 oxen for an ox, and 4 sheep for a sheep.
Most High in Christ. What he's saying right there is saying basically don't steal.
Right.
If you're gonna steal one, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna repay 4 to 5 times that amount.
Right.
Begging and be like, you know what? Never mind. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Just it goes to show you that it's just not worth stealing. It's not absolutely not worth it. I saw a story where this brother said he did a PPP loan and he got caught up like years later. He said it was in 2020 and it's 2025. He got caught up You know what I'm saying? It was $22,000. They said he has to pay the $22,000 plus a fine. I forget how much the fine was, or spend 10 years in jail. Or spend 10 years in jail. Now, is it worth it? Is it worth it? I don't know how much the brother makes, in a year. But even if he works for a year, he'll be able to pay off that $22,000. You know what I'm saying? Versus him spending, let's just say he makes $22,000 a year. Let's just say he makes that, right? If he has to spend 10 years in jail, that he repaid that 10 times.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He repaid that 10 times. Goes to show you, man, crime is not worth it. It is absolutely not worth it.
Right.
It is absolutely not worth it.
Sir. And when I'm reading these, it just shows you how we can keep our brotherhood strong too, because it shows you how to repay your brother if something happens, either by accident or on purpose, or so this is how we keep our brotherhood strong. Exactly.
There's a place to go, like, hey, something happened and there's a judgment for it. All we gotta do is look up the law and be like, hey, this happened, even though it was an accident, it happened, on your terms, or not on your terms, but on your property. So you have to restore this man his property. Or you could be like, you was a dumbass for doing this, and this is what you get. according to the law.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? All right. With that, we're going to read the next one. Exodus 22, 2-8. I'm going to get that. Exodus 22 and 2. Zerah, Haha, Hashamash, Alyawa, Damayam, Lawa, Shalom.
Sir.
Yashalam, Ayan, Lawa, Mana Makar, Baga Nabathwa, verse 3. Mataza'ah, Thamataza'ah, Bayadwa. Haga Naba, Mashawar, Ide, Kamawar, Ide, Shaha, Ha, Yayam, Shunyam, Yashalam, verse 5. It's like verse 4. Kaya, Yaibar, Ayash, Shada, Awa. Karam, it's like it. Karam, Washalak, Ath, Ba'ayara, Waba Ira, Bashada, Akar, Mayatab, Shadahawa, it's like it. Wama Yatab, Karamwa, Yashalam, verse 5. Kaya, Taza'ah, Asha, Wama Taza'ah, it's like it. Kwatazayam, Wana Akal, Gadayash, Awa, Hakwa Ma, Awa, Hashada, Shalom, Yashalam, Hama Ba'ira, Af, Haba Kaya, it's like it. Verse 6, Kaya, Yathan, Ayash, Al, Ra'ai Hawa, Kasa, Awa, Kalyam, Lashamar, Waga Nab, Mabayath, Ha, Ayash, Yama Taza'an, Hana, it's like it. Haganab, Yashalam, Shunyam, verse 7. Lawa, Maya, it's like it. Yama Taza'ah, Haga Nab, Wana, Korab, Baal, Habayath, Al, Ha Alahayim, Lawa, Shalak, Yadwa, Bama La'akaf, Ra'ai Hawa, verse 8. Al, Kal, Dabar, Shapai, it's like it. Pasha'ai, Al, Shawar, Al, Kamawar, Al, Shaha, Al, Shalama, Al, Kal, Adaba, it's like it. Abada, Ashar, Ya Amar, Kaya, Hawa'a, Zaha, Ide, Ha Alahayim, Yaba'a, Dabar, Shunyahum, Ashar, Yarash, Ya'ain, Alahayim, Yashalam, Shunyam, Lara I Hawa. All right, we're going to read this passage in English. Exodus 22, 2 through 8.
Exodus chapter 22, verse 2. If a thief be found breaking up and be smiting that he die, there should be no blood be shed for him.
So it's like, read that one more time from the top, Baba Shaw.
No, Salakia. Exodus chapter 22, verse 2. If a thief be found breaking up and be smiting that he die, there shall no blood be shed for him.
So they're saying if they find a thief and in the act of thieving, and they're trying to stop him, and you know he's fighting his way to get out of there, and he gets hit. You know, he goes oops upside his head, he trips and falls, and he busts his grape open. Knowing the law of reciprocity isn't going to be found for the person that busts his grape. Why? Because he was found in thieving. So they're saying the family of the thief can't seek justice as far as losing their loved one, because their loved one did something, you know, that's breaking the law. Right. So that's what they're saying here. Right? Let's keep going.
Exodus chapter 22, verse 3. If the sun be rising upon him, there shall be blood shed for him, for he shall make full restitution. If he have nothing, then he shall be sold for his theft. So
what they're saying is if he gets away and you know and the day pass, then he needs to make restitution. You know what I'm saying? He needs to be the person he stole from needs to be restored. If he got nothing, his labor is going to be sold. Right. So that's when they're saying he'll be sold for the thief. He's going to pay. He's going, just like, you know how back in the day where they say if you go to a restaurant and you run up the bill and you can't pay, you get in the back and washing the dishes.
Yeah.
his services are going to be, you know, he's going to pay. So he's going to work his debt off. Right? Let's keep reading.
Verse 4. If the theft be certainly found in his hand alive, whether it be an ox or an ass or a sheep, he shall restore double.
So if they find the thing, you know what I'm saying, he's stealing, like he's caught in the act, now you're gonna have to pay double. You know what I'm saying? You try to steal, first of all, you're getting that back, and now you're gonna have to pay double for that thing that you stole. Again, crime doesn't pay. It just doesn't pay to be a thief. It's like, go ahead.
Like just so the people can know what we're going over. These are the civil laws that the Christian church don't teach. That's why they fill up the prison.
Exactly. The church says that this is done away with. Right. You can go ahead and steal and say, you know, by the blood of Jesus, right. You know what I'm saying? I am restored. Right. Well, what happened to the car that you done thief and sold out? Right. Got it chopped up. What happened to the owner of the car? You know what I'm saying? Are they restored? And the blood of Jesus, you restored. Right. Nah, nigga, it don't work like that. Right. It don't work like that. That's why the Christian church is, just like you said, it's just wrong. Right. This is done away with. That when they say the law is done away with, the laws of restitution is done away with. Right. You can do all types of evil, which they are doing all types of evil and saying in the blood of Jesus, I am healed, or you know, whatever hell they say. It's just stupid. Stupid. Christians are stupid.
Concert.
No sweat. You hear, young man Joseph. No sweat.
And then too, what this brings out, what you were saying is, say if you caught somebody with your property, that don't mean you can do them harm either. It's just saying that they have to pay you double, because you know we would want to do them harm. Hey, you got my stuff. I've caught you in that. You know, we want to do him harm, but it says no. You know, he's supposed. No, there's a way for him to restore you.
Right, exactly, and that shows grace. Right. That shows grace. Why? Because the person stealing could just be, you know, a wicked bastard and just like wants to take, Even though he could have everything that he needs, he just wants more. He could be a wicked bastard and whatnot, but does he deserve to die? According to the law, it says no, he doesn't deserve to die. All he has to do, when I say all he has to do is just restore what he took,
Yes.
and then pay him double for what he tried to take. You know what I'm saying? Right. It doesn't mean he should lose his life. Now, if he wants to, there's a poet that once said, "Punks that jump up get beat down." Right. You know what I'm saying? If he jump up and he happens to bust his grape, during the jump up, hey man, you shouldn't have done it. Right. You shouldn't have done it. The dude didn't attack you. You shouldn't have just, bucked up the way you did. Right. Just pay what you owe. Right. And this is showing grace and brotherhood, whereas, he could have been, or she could have been in a way where she thought she couldn't come to anybody. You know how Israel is. We are very prideful people. You know what I'm saying? If we're hurting for something, we're not gonna beg. We're gonna try and scam and scheme our way, which is not right. You know what I'm saying? It is not right. Humility, is go to someone who can show grace to you. You know what I'm saying? And that right now, that's not the Christian church. Right. That's the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Right. You need some help. Go to Commander General Yahanna. You know what I'm saying? We have food drive. We have clothing drives. You know what I'm saying? We have counseling. You know what I'm saying? Right. We have things, systems in place where you can absolutely get back on your feet. Whether it's just, hey, man, these kids are driving me crazy. I just need, 2 hours, a full night. Right. You know what I'm saying? Where you can leave your children and know they're not going to get molested. You know what I'm saying? Right. They know they're not going to get abused. Commander General Yahanna has put all these systems in place. And a lot of our people don't know about it. Right. They see us and they think that we're grown ass niggas. What do he say? I gotta put that up. What did he say? He said, "Salaki, I'm going right back. Grown ass niggas playing pretend. Right. We ain't playing." Commander General Yahanna has gotten people off of crack. Right. Commander General Yahanna has gotten people off of heroin. Commander General Yahanna has gotten people off of the stripper pole. Right. Commander General Yahanna has kept people from getting pegged. Nigga. Yo, right. Come on, man. There's so many things that Commander General Yahanna has put in place that no one is pretending. Right. You understand? Commander General Yahanna has gotten kids from molesters. Right. You understand that? That's what we're doing. Ain't no pretend over here. Salaki, I'm going on too long. Salaki, let's keep going. Let's keep going. We're only on the second one.
Exodus 22, verse 5. If a man shall cause a field or vineyard to be eaten, and shall put his beast and shall feed in another man's field, of the best of his own field and of the best of his own vineyard, shall he make restitution.
So he's saying, man, if your stuff is better than my stuff, I'm gonna put my beast over there so he can eat that stuff. I need to restore to you. You know what I'm saying? What my beast took. Right? Keep going.
6. If fire break out and catch in thorns, so that the stacks of corn or the standing corn or the field be consumed therewith, he that kindled the fire shall surely make restitution.
So what do they call them? Pyromaniacs? People who be setting fires? You know what I'm saying? If you set a fire and it destroys, if I set a fire and it destroys his property, I got to pay for his, damages. Now, that could be, someone like holding up, give me that torch, show the water. Now that could be someone, playing with fire, boom, 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 and then starting a fire, or it could be you using too many plugs, bringing into nowadays you putting too many plugs into one socket, you know what I'm saying, like during Christmas time, and you're being negligible and you start a fire. That's the same thing as someone playing with it. Right. It's your fault. Right. You know what I'm saying? If you see that there's some wires or you're using a cord that's broken, that's frayed, you know what I'm saying, instead of buying a new one, and it causes a fire and it burns the whole block down. You ever seen like row homes and whatnot, townhomes?
Right.
they call them now. One thing called fight, the whole thing is going down. The whole block is going down. Now you got to pay for all their stuff.
Right.
Because you didn't want to change a $5. Okay, let's put it, $20, a $20 thing. Now you got to pay millions.
Mm.
You got to pay millions because of that. That would teach you to be on top of things and not try and be cheap. Now, and you are in an effort to be cheap. Now you got to pay everybody's living. You got to pay for everybody's housing or whatnot because you try to be cheap.
Right. If I could, quick sidebar, because we need to go back. The reason why we stress we got to plead to the Most High so we can go back to these civil laws, because right now we plead into the white man's laws where we got to pay for insurance, and half the time we only get half the stuff we back covered. So it's like we just getting scammed all around. This right here is righteous insurance right here in the Bible, showing you how we can get our stuff back triple, how to deal with each other perfect and righteous, instead of going to the white man's way of life where you got to pay $30 to get full coverage to get a chair back, when you probably don't even get a chair back.
Right. Let's keep reading.
Verse 7. If a man shall deliver unto his neighbor money or stuff to keep, and it be stolen out of the man's house, if the thief be found, let him pay double. Verse 8.
Oh, that's okay. That's it. So we're gonna go to the next one in Hebrew. I'm gonna read it. We're gonna go to Exodus chapter 22, verse 9. I'm gonna read it in the Hebrew. Exodus chapter 22, verse 9. Kaya, Yathan, Ayash, I, right, it's like right, Hawa, come award, Awa, Shawar, Awa, Shaha, Wakab, Bahama, Lashamar, Wama, Awa, Nashabar, Awa, Nashaba, Ayan, Ra'aha, Ra'ah, verse 10, Shaba'ai, Yahweh, Bahaya, Bayan, Shun Yaham, Amah, La'ah, Shalak, Yadawa, Bama La'aka, Ra'ahawa, Ra'aihawa, Wa La'kwak, Ba'auyua, Wala'ah, Yashalam, verse 11, Wa'am, Ganah, Yaganah, Ma'aimawa, Yashalam, Laba'ayua, verse 12, Tarak, Watarak.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Yatarak, the one. Yabahawa, I.
Yaba Ahawa.
Oh, okay. Yaba Ahawa, I. Hater, sorry. So that's Hatarapa, La'ah, Yashalam, verse 13. Wakaya, Yasha'ala.
Yasha'al.
Oh, together. Yasha'al, Ayash, Ma'ayin, Ra'ai, Hawa, Wanashabar, Bar, Awa, Ma, Ba'ayu, Ayan, Imawa, Shalom, Yashalam, verse 14, Ama, Ba'ayu, Ba'ayu, Imawa, La'ah, Yashalam, Shakayar. Is that Shakyar, right? Shakayar. Hawa'ah, Ba'ah, Bashakariya, Kar was like verse 15. Wakaya, Yapatha, Ayash, Batha Wala, Ashar, La'ah, Arashah, Washaka, Aima, Mahara,
Mahar.
Mahar. What? Yamahar. So that's Maharana. Lawa. La Asha. Verse 16.
That's it.
Okay.
All right, we're going to read it in English. Exodus 22, 9 through 15.
Exodus chapter 22, verse 9. For all manner of trespass, whether it be for ox, for ass, for sheep, for raiment, or for any manner of lost thing, which another challenged thee to be his, the cause of both parties shall come before the judges, and whom the judges shall condemn. He shall pay double unto his neighbor. If a man deliver unto his neighbor an ass or an ox or a sheep.
So like it real quick. That last part, it says, if y'all can't come to if there's a trespass and y'all challenge each other, y'all go before a judge. No, the Christians be like, only God could judge me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's funny how when they say only God could judge me, that's number one, that's not in the Bible.
Right.
And they listen to Tupac more than they listen to the God.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because it just says, hey, someone's gonna be judged. It says someone's gonna be judged, and you're gonna pay whatever the judgment is according to the judge. You know what I'm saying? And not furthermore, when they say, only God can judge me, they don't be saying that when they gotta go to court.
No.
A lot of times, I'm not saying every time, but a lot of times when people say only God could judge me, has been to court and they've been judged. You understand? They've been judged.
Right.
Whether it just be a simple speeding ticket and they try and fight it, and whether they win or lose, they go by whatever that judge says. Like, come on, man. Stop being stupid. Stop it. Stop it. Only God could judge me. Yeah. Whoever's been to child support court, tell that to the judge. You're ordered to pay $1,000 a month. Only God could judge me. I'm not listening to that. Give me your they'll do this behind your back. You know what I'm saying? In your face, behind your back. They'll take your license. They'll just put suspended on it. They'll send it in the mail where you think it's like a what do you call it, like junk mail, so you just don't look at it, and then you start driving, you get pulled over because cops just be running license plates and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? You get pulled over and like, nah, you suspend the license, go to jail. Now you got to pay back child support $40,000 until you get out or before you get out. Like, okay, now I can't work. First of all, I only got $40,000. Right. Most niggas I know don't got $40,000 just laying around. You know what I'm saying? It'd be some crazy, Hall of Fame yardage number, $40,000, $35,000. Like, come on, man. And you got to pay that before you get out of jail. Like, hold on. What's going on?
And there's always interest on it too.
Yeah, with interest that the court gets. You got to pay it through them. You can't just take 40 grand and be like, here you go to your the mother. You can't do that. Has to go through the court, and fines and penalties and fees have to get taken out.
Right.
She ain't seeing 40 grand. She ain't seeing it. It's but only God can judge you, right? Right. Only God can judge you. No sweat. Let's keep reading. We're gonna be here all day.
Exodus 22, verse 10. If a man deliver unto his neighbor an ass or an ox or a sheep or any beast to keep, and it dies or be hurt or driven away, no man seeing it, then shall an oath of the Lord be between them both, that he has not put his hands unto his neighbor's goods, and the owner of it shall accept thereof, and he shall not make it good.
So it's saying, like, hold on, like, I'm going out of town. Can you hold my, you know what I'm saying? Can you watch my sheep for me while I'm gone? And you come back and it dies, or it runs away, and no one sees it. You got to work that out with the owner. When I say work it out, the owner be like, yo, this is what happened. You know what I'm saying? this is what happened. I didn't try and steal it. I didn't do anything wrong, but this is what happened. And he make an oath to the Most High. He makes an oath like, as God is my witness, you know what I'm saying? I put that on everything.
Right.
I didn't do anything wrong here. This is what happened. Then he was like, all right, since you put that, you know what I'm saying? As God is your witness. I can't do anything, but if you're lying to me, the Most High gonna do it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So then you just gotta, take that loss according to the Bible. Now, the problem with that now is that people don't believe in God. So they'll say, I swear to God, knowing that they that they did something nefarious, you know what I'm saying? Malicious, knowing that they did something like that. And not believing that the Most High is real, and he is very vengeful. Like, oh, you gonna put me in this on a lie?
Right.
No sweat. And then commences to, be dealing out that punishment. Let's keep reading.
Verse 12. And if it be stolen from him, he shall make restitution unto the owner thereof.
So now if it gets stolen, the one who was in charge of it has to restore it to him. Now, if it gets stolen, even though he's restoring it to the owner, he's gonna have to go to the thief and get get paid that way.
Right.
Let's keep reading. Why is this happening? Is because you have a guest, you have a visitor, you know what I'm saying? You have, you're taking ownership of somebody else's property. You're responsible for it. If anything happens to it, you're responsible for it. A lot of times we'll be like, well, this happened. I don't know what to tell you. I ain't got it. Nah, that's not
No.
That's not us. That's not how the way we were raised, you know what I'm saying, to be, according to the Bible. Right? Keep reading.
13. If it be torn in pieces, then let him bring it for a witness, and he shall not make good that which was torn.
So he said, if a wild beast gets it, that's what it means to be torn to pieces. Bring the carcass, and you can see what the wolf did, or the lion, or the bear, or whatever, what the wild animal did to your beast. You can see that, and like, yeah, that was okay. It happens. Why? Because we live out here, and that's why we have a shepherd. Right. So we can keep them in, keep them safe. You know what I'm saying? Keep them from harming themselves, and keep other predators from harming our stuff. All right, let's keep reading.
14. And if a man borrow out aught of his neighbor, and he be hurt or die, the owner thereof being not with it, he shall surely make it good.
So he's saying, if you borrow something, you lend someone to some like right now, I don't know if you know, there's a whole industry where people, if they want their land to be cleared, they'll put goats in there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? They'll put goats in there, and they'll eat, damn near all the brush. Right. They'll eat it. Now, if they do that and they leave it there, and he comes back and one of them dies or something like that, that owner got to pay. Not the owner of the goats, but the owner of the property has to pay for it. Pay for it, right? Let's keep going.
But if the owner thereof be with it, he shall not make it good. If it be in a hired thing, it came for his hire.
Okay, so he's saying, if you was there, if the owner was there, and it happened, like, hold up, why you ain't do nothing? Right. It's not my fault. You knew this thing was on his last leg. You know what I'm saying? You bring that thing over here and you try to make me pay? Nah. So that's what he's saying, right? All right. We're gonna get to the next one. Exodus 22, 16 through 22. I'm gonna take this one. Verse 16. Exodus 22 and verse 16. Ma'an, Yama'an, Abaya. La, the Tha, Lawa, Kasap, Yasha Qual, Kamahar, Haba, the Ha, Bath, Walath. Verse 17. Maka Shapa, La'a, Thachaya. Verse 18. Call, Shakab, Aim, Baha, Bahama, Mawath, Yawamath. Verse 17. Zabach, La Alahayim, Yaharam, Balafia, La Yahweh, La Badwa. Verse 20. Wagar, La'a, Thawana, Wala'a, Thala Katazanwa Kaya Garyam Ha Ya Thumb Ha Rataza Matazarium, verse 21. Call Al Mana Waya Thawam La'a the I Nawan, verse 22. Aina the Aina Athwa Kaya does the I Kwa Ya does the I Kwa Alia Shamai Ashamai does the I Kwathwa. That's it. We're gonna read this in English. Exodus 22, 16 through 22.
Exodus 22, verse 16. And if a man entice a maid that is not betrothed and lie with her, he shall surely endow her to be his wife.
So what does that mean? You want to give it a shot? Not you.
Oh, sorry.
What does that mean?
If he convinces her to lie with him, that's his wife. He's gonna be with her forever now.
Yes, basically. But to flesh it out a little bit more, it says if you see a tenderoni, a nice young sweet thing, and you like, yeah, I got to get that. You know what I'm saying? I got to have that. And you go up to her and you spit in that game, you know what I'm saying? The kids say you risen her up, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And she, she blushed and she, oh yeah, and then she toot that thing back up to you. And then you lie with her. He says, you shall surely endow her to be your wife. Now, what does that mean? What does that last part mean? Read that again.
And if a man entice a maid that is not betrothed.
Right. Okay. So let's break that part down. A man entice a maid that's not betrothed. What does betrothed mean?
Mean not promised to him. He's not promised to anyone.
Yeah. That means she's a woman of marriageable age and she's not promised to anyone. Right. That's what a maiden that's not betrothed, right? Let's keep reading.
And lie with her.
And then he enticed her, and she was like, "I'm with the shits." It's like, I'm with it,
right?
And he didn't take it, but she gave it to him. That's the thing. She gave it to him. He asked for it, and she gave it to him, right? And he lied with her. Keep reading.
He so surely. He
maybe
surely
he is definitely going to do this. Now what he's going to do? What?
Endow her to be his wife.
Okay, now what does endow mean?
They're married.
Well, that's the wife part. But what is endow her? $16. He shall surely endow her to be his wife. Now what's okay? So what is a proper way for an Israelite man to get to marry an Israelite woman? What is the proper way? Do you know?
Well, he would go to her father.
Okay, he would go to. Why is he going to her father?
Because that's her head right now.
Right. Okay. Now he goes to her father. What's he going to say to her father? Not really in specifically, but like what's the conversation?
That he would like to court his daughter, get to know her, blah blah, just just get to know each other, see if they're compatible.
Okay, and if the father says yes, you go ahead and do that. What's the next process?
Then he's going to want a dowry for her virginity.
What's the dowry?
Either back then it was sheep or cattle or something, or it might be money.
Is a price.
Yes.
Oh, right. So when he says first he says, he goes to her and he goes to the father and he says, I want your daughter for marriage. And he was like, I don't even know if she wants you. Let me go ask her, right? And she was like, yeah, daddy, I want him, right? So he's like, all right, y'all can court, right?
Right.
Now they're courting. Now he comes back and says, now I want to marry her. Now we're talking turkey. I want this. You're like, I don't have that, but I can give you this. Now that ain't enough. I want, if you can't do this, and I don't want that, let's do this and this. Like, you know what? I can deal with that. Okay, this is the agreed price, whatever it is, because Laban and Jacob worked 7 years. He worked 7 years for Laban, so it wasn't money, it wasn't sheep or anything like that.
Right.
He just worked for him. You know what I'm saying? Captain Barama, if you want one of his, daughters in Minnesota, you're gonna have to physically go there and be in that camp. He requires your service. Like, damn your money. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to build this zone. You need to get up out of here, come live here, and be a part of this camp for a set amount of time. And then you can have one, one of the daughters I'm raising up, right? So so they agree on something, on terms. That's the dowry.
Right.
Now read that again.
If a man entice a maid that is not betrothed and lie with her,
right,
he shall surely endow her to be his wife.
He shall surely endow her to be his wife. Now, what does that last part mean? After what we just broke down, what does it mean? Because on a proper way, he's supposed to come to terms with her father. But since he already married her, now what? Now who has the power? Because the scripture says he is going to pay. Surely he's going to, endow her to be his wife. Now, what does that mean? I didn't give it away. If you don't know, it's no sweat. That's what we're here for.
I don't know. Yeah.
No problem. That's exactly what we're here for, to break down the scripture. You know what I'm saying? To learn it. That means that because he didn't go to the father first. Remember how I said, when he went to the father and the father was like, well, I want this. And he says, well, I can't give you that. I can give you this. There is no, I can't give you that. Right. It's not even going to be this. It's going to be this times 8. You know what I'm saying? This times 15. And you're going to pay it. You're going to absolutely pay it because you went behind my back. You went behind my back. I know a brother in the world who his daughter got pregnant, and like damn, I want to say like damn, they had the baby because they live in like separate states. The mother knew, he didn't know, and he was pissed off. He hated the man. You know what I'm saying? They wound up getting married and whatnot, and it was almost like every time she wants to come home for like a whatever, but they're in the world, Christmas or something like that. She was like, should I just buy one ticket? Or should I buy 2 tickets?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because he went behind his back instead of just coming up to him and talking to him. Right. Now you got to win my good graces. And part of that winning my good graces is like I remember Captain Mashako saying, just get a Brinks truck and just start backing up. I'll tell you when to stop. Just keep back, keep going. All right, stop. Now just unload everything in the back of the Brinks truck and put it right over there. You know what I'm saying? That's basically what's going to happen. Whereas, just like I said, crime doesn't pay. You just broke the law. Now you got to pay, you got to pay $1 million for a $30,000 piece of equipment. Like, really?
Yeah.
Was it worth it? That piece of equipment was only worth $30,000. You got to pay Bugatti prices.
Yes. For a
Honda Accord. It's reliable. You know what I'm saying? It's reliable. It'll get you anywhere you need to go. But why do I could have gotten 10 Honda Accords for that. Like 20. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I just done it the right way.
Yeah, if you'd have just done it the right way. Crime doesn't pay. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you want to do it like that? No problem. Back up the Brinks truck. Let's keep going.
17. If her father utterly refuses to give her unto him, he shall pay money according to the dowry of virgins.
Right.
18. Thou shalt not suffer a witch to live.
Thou shalt not suffer a witch to live. Now, this is heavy right here, right? Because we believe witches to be something, magical and mystical and foreign and fake. When we see witches every single day, we watch movies and TV shows all the time. Anybody ever seen The Wire?
Yeah.
Anybody ever seen Power?
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all seen man, what's the name of that movie with Denzel? Well, there's a couple of them. Damn, American Gangster.
Okay.
Y'all seen American Gangster, right? Yeah, them witches. Those are witches. People who do a post. He was like, what did he say? He said, man, you can call it blue dog crap. Just don't let me catch you calling it blue magic. You whip something up, a potion, you know what I'm saying? And you give that potion, you put in different types of herbs and different types of chemicals, and you put it in a pot and you stir it and you mix it. You seen Get Rich or Die Trying?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And you seen Snowfall, you know what I'm saying? You mix it up in a potion, and then you get something. And then people want that something so that they can be taken into a different realm.
New Jack City.
New Jack City, you know what I'm saying? Exactly. Now we done seen all this stuff. And we thought, hey, they just, regular old niggas. Those are witches. You wonder why? There's a song in the 80s, probably 90s, where it was a song that was like, your mama's on crack rock. You know what I'm saying? That's why we can't suffer a witch to live. Destroy whole communities, and it just can't be. It's run rampant. I remember there's one episode of Snowfall where the good girl, you know what I'm saying, got hooked on that stuff, and she turned from an A student and being all this stuff to a crackhead in a day. Full-fledged crackhead in a day. We can't have that poison in our communities. Right. We cannot suffer a witch to live. Now, right now, this is not our kingdom. This is not our kingdom. We cannot go up to the drug dealer and blast them away. Right. You know what I'm saying? But we can allow them not to live in our community. Now you gotta go somewhere else with that. Go somewhere else. You're not pumping that crap here. And you seen that episode with The Rock? Not The Rock, but Rock. That old episode with Rock where him and the dude Pinky was a drug dealer. And y'all know what I'm talking about. Mafia, I need you to clip this. Baba Guitar, you know what I'm saying? And then put it right now. Boom. And then where Rock was he was talking to Pinky, and I forget his name, but he was talking to him, and he like basically was like roughing him up. It was like you can't be in my community selling that crap. You know what I'm saying? That's how we gotta be. That's how we gotta be, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to that type of stuff.
Right.
I don't understand what Alicia Giddings is saying. She said, it's sad to see you kind of black men, complete clowns. So we're talking about getting drug dealers out of our community. And we're clowns, right? That's what we're talking about. Right, exactly. Yeah. I'm saying we need to get out. We need to get drug dealers out of our community and not stand for them to be in our community. And this witch, exactly what you're saying, is saying that we are complete clowns. You see what I'm saying? You can't make this stuff up.
Yeah, the beat to it too.
You can't make this stuff up. Alicia Giddings, boy, I tell you, if this is Patreon, I'd fire her ass. But since this is not my platform, you know what I'm saying? The Christ called a woman, a female dog, and that's exactly what this Alicia Giddings is being, a female dog. That's the best I can give it to you. But let's keep going.
Verse 19. Whosoever lie with the beast shall surely be put to death.
Right? Whoever lie with the beast shall surely be put to death. Now, when they say beast, we're talking about a literal beast. Mm-hmm. A literal beast. You are a nasty, disgusting piece of dog crap. Yeah. When you want to do something disgusting like that. Go ahead.
It's like a year and a half ago, I did some research. They actually have certain states in the United States where bestiality is legal.
Legal?
Is legal. Certain states.
Damn.
And y'all want to pray for America? Y'all want to pray for the man? Come on. Keep going.
20. He that sacrifice unto any God, save unto the Lord only, he shall be utterly destroyed.
He shall be utterly destroyed. You sacrifice unto any God. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly what people do when they smoke a cigarette, when they smoke that weed. Suck on that, stick.
Right.
Like you any man doing that, you know what I'm saying? That is damn, I wish I had the button. I wish I had that button. That's that. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be destroyed. Y'all didn't know that smoking is sacrificing to another God.
Right.
Y'all didn't know that, huh? Well, now you know. You know what I'm saying? You worship you celebrate Christmas, you sacrificing to another God. You're gonna be utterly destroyed. Because Christ came back and Christ came and died for our sins, and you didn't know that. Now you know, don't do it no more. Don't do it no more. Celebrating your birthdays, sacrifice to another God. You know what I'm saying? You pray to the rosary, sacrificing to another God. You know what I'm saying? You facing Mecca and saying la la whatever,
Right.
you sacrificing to another God. Yeah, Christmas. Mother's Day is coming up. Sacrificing to another God. Easter just passed. Sacrificing to another God. It's a whole list of things that you do, that you sacrifice to other gods that you don't really know. So man, hold on. Okay, so Alicia Giddings. I'm a lovely white woman. That's an oxymoron because there's no such thing, right? Lovely white woman, so don't disrespect weak men. Go get a job, right? So I know everybody, is just looking at just perked up, right? Right? Like I said, there is no such thing as a lovely white woman. All right? And I'm absolutely going to get disrespectful. The first thing you need to do is learn how to wash your legs.
Right.
Use a washcloth. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We can smell you coming.
Right.
We can absolutely smell you coming. Black people taught the world how to be clean. It's actually in here. We're gonna get to it, but it's actually in here. You know what I'm saying? And getting a job, why? So we can build your kingdom. Is that what you want? The Latino tribes are leaving, and it's breaking the infrastructure. You know what I'm saying? Basically the whole food structure, whole food infrastructure of America. You know what I'm saying? We're the ones who take care of your sick. We're the ones who take care of your elderly. We're the ones who are the lifeblood of America. And you telling us to go get a job? We're the life. We're the blood. Anything that has blood, you know what I'm saying, has a heart pumping and whatnot, they lose enough blood, they're going to go the way of the dodo bird. You lose enough for us, this whole kingdom is going to fall.
Damn right.
And that's what we're working on right now. This is my job. This is my job. To work to make sure this kingdom falls. And how are we going to do that? We're not going to do that by harming any lovely white woman. We're not going to do anything like that. What we're going to do is this brother's going to start a farm. This brother's going to start a butchery. That brother's going to sell, textiles and whatnot. And I'm going to buy from all of them. Right. And they're going to buy from me. And we're not going to buy a lick of anything from you. Right. And then we're going to watch how your government, your empire will fall overnight.
I'm telling her go get a job.
Yeah, y'all gonna have to come to us. Y'all gonna have to put into effect DEI for y'all so that we can hire y'all.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? That's what's going to happen. That is absolutely what's going to happen. But you don't know this. You know what I'm saying? But let's keep reading. Let's keep reading.
Verse 21. Thou shalt neither vex a stranger nor oppress him, for ye were strangers in the land of Egypt.
So he's saying, man, leave these people alone. Just let them go. Just let them go. Leave these people alone. Because we was once strangers in strange land. So what does that mean? Don't start nothing, won't be nothing. That's what a poet told me once. Don't start no, won't be no.
That's right.
Let's keep going.
22. Ye shall not afflict any widow or fatherless child.
You shall not afflict any widow or fatherless child, meaning anybody who can't provide for themselves, who can't defend themselves. Don't put more undue strain on them. You know what I'm saying? Help them out. Help them out. Build them up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because they don't have that structure that, you know, a normal, I ain't gonna say a normal family, but someone who has a father, someone who has a husband. They don't have that there. So instead of oppressing them and putting undue strain on them, help them out. Give them a discount on your farm. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Give them a discount at your butcher. You know what I'm saying? Give them a discount at your textile factory.
Right.
Or let them work for it instead of, you know, paying out full price. Work some deal out with them. Don't afflict them. Is that it?
Yes.
Oh, sorry, Christ. All right. Just for time's sake, I'm gonna go ahead and take this next one. Exodus 22, 23 through 29. Wahara apaya. Waha Ragathia Afakam Baka Rab Wa Hayawa Nasha Yakam Allah Al Manawath Wabunyakam Yathumyam. Verse 24. Kasap Thalawa Ath Imya Ath Ha'anya Imaka La'a Tha Haya Lawa Kana Sha La'a Thasha Yumwan Alyawa Nasha Nashak. Verse 25. Chabal Thachabal Shalamath Ra'ika I Ba'a Hasha Mash Thasha Yabunwa Lawa. Verse 26. Kaya Hawa'a Kasa Watha Labada Hawa'a Shama Lathwa La'ai Rawa Bama Yasha Kab Wahaya Kaya Yataza Aikwa Alya Washa Ma'aith Ya Kaya Kana Wan Ayan. Verse 27. Alahayim La'a Fa Kwalal Wana Wanash Ya'a Ba'aikam La'a Tha Ara. Verse 28. Mala Athak Wada Ma'aika La'a Thaka Tha Akar Bakawar Bunyaka the Thun Laya. Verse 29. Khan the Aisha Lasharak Lataza Anak Shaba Aitha Yum Yahaya Aim Amawa Bayawam Hasham Yanya the Thunwa Laya. All right, we're going to read this in English. Exodus 22, 23 through 29.
Exodus chapter 22, verse 23. If thou afflict them in any wise, and they cry out unto me, I will surely hear their cry.
So when he says, I will surely, if you afflict them and they cry out to me, man, I'm going to hear them and I'm going to punish you. You know what I'm saying? That's how niggas talk right there. You know what I'm saying? You talking to your kid, you ain't not even talking to you talk to anybody. I remember I was in ESO's military, and me and this other dude was leaving, and he wanted to go home and have, you know, like free leave basically, and he didn't have to pay for, you know, his flight. So he wanted to take the long way around the world, have like a 2-week stop there, and then pay for his ticket home, and then pay for it back, and then continue on right from there. And we were leaving at the same time, and it looked like they were going to put me in that same type of deal to go all the way around because it would have been cheaper. I just told him, man, if you do this, if you fight for this, and I have to get on a flight like that, I'm just going to see you. But he knew exactly what I was talking about. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? When the Most High says, if you afflict them and they cry out to me, I'm going to hear it. Plain and simple. What's understood doesn't need to be said.
Right.
Right? Let's keep reading.
And verse 24, and my wrath shall wax hot, and I will kill you with the sword.
Hold on. God doesn't kill. God loves everybody. Hold on. You read that wrong. You absolutely read that wrong because God does not kill. Read that again. Read that from the top.
Exodus chapter 22, verse 24. And my wrath shall wax hot,
Uh-huh.
and I will kill you.
I will love you.
Kill you.
I will, chastise you.
I will kill you
How?
with the sword.
Man, hold on. Most High with the sword? God kills? Christians love to say, that's the Old Testament, right? Thank God Jesus came back. Right. They'll say that, and then the next breath they'll say, God is the same yesterday, today, forever. So if he was like this, he gonna be mad and he gonna kill you with the sword. He was like that yesterday. He's like that today, and he's gonna be like that forever.
Right.
Keep going.
And your wives shall be widows.
Oh man. Keep going.
And your children fatherless.
And so he said, man, if you afflict them, I'm gonna make your wives and your children like them, like those wives and children, fatherless and husbandless. You know what's so heavy about this? He said, it's not the wives. Like I'm gonna make all yours wives. He's like I'm gonna make you have your wives. Mm-hmm. You get that? I'm gonna have your wives to be husbandless. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But God only wants you to have one woman, right? Mm-hmm. That's gay. Let's keep reading. Salakia.
Verse 25. If thou lend money to any of my people that is poor by thee, thou shalt not be to him as a usurer, neither shalt thou lay upon him usury.
So that means interest. That means interest. What? If you're gonna lend somebody, if you lend them $100, they're gonna pay $100 back. Mm-hmm. Don't put interest on there. And you know how the Jewish people do? You can get interest-free loans if you're Jewish. But the world operates on interest. Right. World operates on interest. And it's crazy how the way they charge us even more interest. Mm-hmm. But okay, no problem. Keep going.
Verse 26. If thou at all take thy neighbor's raiment to pledge, thou shalt deliver it unto him by that sun goeth down.
So he said, if you pledge that you're gonna take something, bring it back to them. Don't be. I'm guilty of this, Salakia. I just got cut. I got something of another brother. I need to return that. As soon as this class is over, I'm going straight to him and return his equipment. My brother was very brotherly to me. He allowed me to hold something, and I got to return it to him. Right. I just got even priests get cut. You know what I'm saying? Even priests get cut. I realized that I was in the wrong, and I got to make it right. Let's keep going. I got to make it right. Keep going.
27. For that is his covering only; it is his raiment for his skin, wherein shall he sleep. And it shall come to pass when he cry out unto me, that I will hear, for I am gracious.
So, okay, yeah. So again, he's going to hear it, and he's going to be gracious. He's going to be gracious. Don't let it happen. Don't be in a position I'm in. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep reading.
28. Thou shalt not revile the gods, nor curse the ruler of thy people.
Right. So when he says that should not revile the gods, this it's saying nor curse the ruler of thy people. First of all, we shouldn't be have any ruler over us but us.
Right.
So when he's saying that, he's talking about us. And when he's talking about God, it's power. The government. Don't curse the government. Again, we shouldn't have anybody over us that is not us. You know what I'm saying?
Con.
Right now, our leader for in DC is Captain Shock. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And any man
Right.
that's over us, really, you know what I'm saying? That really is over us. The government that we have is the 7 generals.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So think of it like that. The generals is ruling the nation, right? In this area, Captain Shock is ruling this region, this region right here. Do not curse them.
Right.
When we get in the kingdom, there will be, lawyers, not lawyers, but mayors. Well, there will be lawyers, but there'll be mayors, there'll be governors, there'll be constables, so there'll be and there'll be a king. Those are going to be the rulers, the power in the kingdom.
Right.
Right now, we're operating in this capacity where the generals are the leaders of the whole nation. You know what I'm saying? And Commander General Yahanna is sitting at the top of that council. And then this region, Captain Shock is leading this region. Think of it like that. Even if we were to go to another city and the laws are made by that city, we would fall under the person who's leading that city. You know what I'm saying? Who would go to Chicago, Captain Malquai. Go to Indianapolis, Captain Kapash. Go to Minnesota, Captain DeBarma. Go to St. Louis, Captain Godalbar. Sorry, Cali, Captain Godalhar. You know what I'm saying? Louisiana, Captain Khan. You understand?
Con.
Let's keep reading.
29. Thou shalt not delay to offer the first of thy ripe fruits and of thy liquors. The firstborn of thy son shall thou give unto me.
Most High in Christ. Go ahead and get the next one, Exodus 22, 30, 31, and then 23, 1 through 5.
Book of Exodus chapter 22, verse 30. Wa'anashia, Quadash, Dahayangwa, Laya, Wabashar, Bashada, Tarapah, La'a, Ta'akawa, Lakala, Dashalakwan, Athawa. Exodus chapter 23, verse 1. La'a, Dasha, Dasha'a, Shamai, Shawa'a, Ab, Bashaf, Yadak, Ain, Rashai, Lahaya, I, Hamas, verse 2. La'a, Dahaya, Akari, Rabayam, Lara'ai, Wala'a.
It's like a Lara Isa.
Okay, separate. Lara'aitha, Wala'a, Da'ina, Rabah, Lanataf, Akari, Rabayam, Lahataf, verse 3. Wadar, La'a, Lahadar, Baryabwa.
It's like a Barayabwa.
Okay, Baryabwa. Verse 4. Kaya, Ba, Pagai, Shawar, Ayabak, Awa, Kamara, the Iha, Hashab, Dashiyabundu, Lawa, verse 5. Kaya, Dara'ah, Kamawar, Shana Aka, Rabataza, Thaka, Master Awa, Wakarala, my Aiza, Lawa, Aiza, the Aiza, I knew.
Most High in Christ. All right. We're going to read the same passage in English, Exodus 22, 30, 31, and then 23, 1 through 5.
Exodus chapter 22, verse 30. Likewise shalt thou do with thy oxen and with thy sheep. 7 days it shall be with his dam. On the 8th day thou shalt give it to me. 31. And ye shall be holy men unto me. Neither shall you eat any flesh that is torn of beast in the field. Ye shall cast it to the dogs.
That means, that means if a beast goes and, eats your, even if he just begins to eat it or just kills it, you're not to eat that. You know what I'm saying? You're not to, all right, cut off the whatever he, the beast took, and then
No.
Give that to the dogs.
Mm-hmm.
You're better than that. Keep reading.
Exodus 23, verse 1. Thou shalt not raise a false report. Put not thine hand with the wicked to be an unrighteous witness.
So don't first of all, don't give a false report. That's number one. And don't go and be like, yeah, what he said, I back it. I saw it. He what he said is right, and that dude is wrong. No, don't do none of that. Right.
Yeah.
Verse 2. Thou shalt not follow a multitude to do evil.
Real quick, Ryan Moore, you are disgusting. I just wanted to let you know that you're disgusting. You understand? You're disgusting. If you are a so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indian, I implore you to repent, turn away from that, or the Most High is going to destroy you. That's it. That's all of it. Keep going.
Verse 2. Thou shalt not follow a multitude to do evil, neither shalt thou speak in a cause to decline after many to wrest judgment.
Right? So don't follow the mob. Simple and easy. You know what I'm saying? You have mob mentality. They go and do a great number of evil, wicked things. Don't do that. Don't do that. Keep reading.
Verse 3. Neither shalt thou countenance a poor man in his cause. 4. If thou meet thy enemy's ox or ass going astray, thou shalt surely bring it back to him again.
So even if you got beef with somebody, you done? You done? No. You done with the task. You sure? You positive? All right, Most High in Christ. Go and grab that, Baba Show. Even if you got beef with someone and you see his property going astray, man, just pick it up and give it to him. You shouldn't even have beef with us anyway. Just go and be a decent man, decent human being, and go and give it to him. Right? Let's keep going.
Verse 5. If thou see the ass of him that hateth thee lying under his burden,
No.
and wouldest forbear to help him.
So, read that again.
Verse 5. If thou see the ass of him that hateth thee lying under his burden, and wouldest forbear him to help him, thou shalt surely help with him.
Most High in Christ. Help the brother out. You know what I'm saying? That's basically what it is. Help the brother out. Most High in Christ. Yeah. All right, we're gonna get this next one in Hebrew, Exodus 23, 6 through 12. That's the last one, right? Yeah.
Okay.
Exodus 23, verse 6. La'ah. Thata Mashapat Abba Yunka. Bawar Yabwa, verse 7. Madabar Shakwar Thara Kwa Wanakya. What is a the yak al Thaha Rag Kaya La'a Ataza Taza the yak Rasha'ai, verse 8. Washa dak Slakia. Washa kad La'a the Kwak Kaya Hasha kad Ya'ai war, pa quakyam, Waya salat, Dabaria, Taza the Yakyam, verse 9, Wagar la'a, Thala Kataza, Wa'a thumb. Yeah. Yada I thumb, Ath, Napash, Hagar, Kaya, Garyam, Ha ya thumb, Ba'arataza, Matazarium, verse 10. Wa Shashash, Shunyam, Thaza Ra'ai, Ath, Ratazak, Wa Sapath, Ath, Thabo Wa'atha, verse 11. Waha Shab Ya'itha, Thasha Matana, Wana Ta Shatha, Wa'a Kalwa, Abayanya, Imaka, Waya Thamar, The Kal, Ha Kayath, Hashada Khan, The Aisha, Laka Ramak, Thaza Yathaka, verse 12. Shashath Yamyam, The Aisha, Ma'ai Shayak, Wabayawam, Hasha Bayaya, Thashabath, Lama Ain, Yana Wak, Wa Shawarak, Waka Marak, Waya Napash, Man, Ama Thak, Wa Hagar. That's it. We're going to read this next passage in English. Exodus 22, 6 through 12.
Exodus 23, 6 through 12. Verse 6, thou shalt not rest the judgment of thy poor in his cause. 7, keep thee far from a false matter, and the innocent and the righteous slay thou not, for I will not justify the wicked. And thou shalt take no gift, for the gift blindeth the wise, and perverteth the words of the righteous.
So he knows us, you know what I'm saying? You how we get how do we GTD? Y'all know what GTD is, am I saying?
Yeah.
You know, all right, yeah. How do we get the draws? we give gifts. You know what I'm saying? We whisper sweet nothings in their ear. You know what I'm saying? So the Most High is saying, man, don't be taking gifts, you know what I'm saying, because it could alter your judgment. You know what I'm saying? It alter your judgment on things that really should not be altered. You know what I'm saying? So just don't take gifts, and be wary of people giving you gifts. What they up to? Why are you giving me this? For what? You know what I'm saying?
Why are you being nice?
Yeah, why are you being nice? It's not wrong to be nice. It's not wrong to give somebody a gift. You know what I'm saying? Just people who are in power, or who are, you know, have a sway in certain things. That's why, you know, like government officials or people who are in a position of, you know, power, like they grant contracts, or they grant, you know, a lot of work, or, you know, large sum of work to somebody. They're not allowed to get gifts. You know what I'm saying? They're not allowed to be given something. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because it could potentially sway them to that. Anybody see Pelican taking the Pelham 1, 2, 3?
Mm-hmm.
The Denzel version, because it's an older one. You know what I'm saying? But he was in that position. He was a senior guy, but he was in that position, you know, just, you know, taking, you know, directing traffic, because he got demoted because he was bribed, or allegedly, you know, he took a gift on a certain train from somebody from some country, and they found out about it, and they was like, no, you can't be in that position again, because you could be swayed, right? So you're not allowed to take gifts. Us as priests and prophets of the Most High God, be wary of who you're getting a gift from, because if you're supposed to be rendering judgment on somebody on a certain matter, Shalom Yishvik, sir. Be wary. Why are they giving you a gift at this point in time? Why can't they give you a gift, 6 months ago or something like that?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So the Most High is saying, be wary on who you're getting a gift from. Right? Let's keep reading.
Verse 8. And thou shalt take no gift, for the gift blinded the wise and perverteth the words of the righteous.
Right?
9. Also, thou shalt not oppress a stranger, for ye know the heart of a stranger, seeing you were strangers in the land of Egypt.
So he said, you shall not oppress a stranger. When he said not oppress him, this is exactly what Esau is doing to us.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Just look at how the way they treat so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. Anything that they do, don't just it's best to not do that.
Right.
It's best to not do that. Let's keep going. Why? Because we were strangers and we didn't like it when that crap was happening to us, and it's still happening to us right now. In this captivity, it's still happening to us right now. Don't do it. Don't do it to anybody else. Keep going.
Verse 10. And 6 years thou shalt sow thy land, and shalt gather in the fruits thereof.
Uh-huh.
But the 7th year thou shalt let it rest and lie still, that the poor of thy people may eat. And what they leave, the beasts of the field shall eat. In like manner, thou shalt deal with thy vineyard and thy olive yard.
So it's saying, you're gonna gather, plant and gather all the fruits that you plant for 6 years. On the 7th year, just leave it. Just leave it. Let everybody else take it. Now, there's a law that said, do not, once you have, comes time for harvest, don't take every single thing. Just leave the corners.
Right.
So that, strangers and the poor and the passerbyers can just come by, you know what I'm saying, and take the outer gleamings, the gleamings, basically the fruit that falls, that's ripe when it falls. Just let them take that. You know what I'm saying? Give them the dignity of not having to beg you for some. You know what I'm saying? That's the precept that I'm bringing out.
Okay.
Yeah. That's the next time. Raise your hand if you could, Bible shop. No sweat. So yeah, that's the precept, and this is outright saying the 7th year, just let the poor. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be poor all the time. You know what I'm saying? His 7th year might be different than my 7th year. So for a whole year, you know what I'm saying, the poor, if they're still in that condition, they can come to my yard and get what they can get. The 7th year is up for me. It might be his 7th year. They can come and grab stuff from him. I might fall in hard times and I might have to go to him. You know what I'm saying? He might fall in hard times and have to come to me. So that's what it's saying. The 7th year, just leave it for for the beasts of the field and the poor. You know what I'm saying? The poor and the widow and people who don't have what you have. Dealing with Esau, they're about to have no choice. This is about to be their 7th year, not by choice. Why? Because the so-called the northern tribe, the so-called Hispanic tribes, not going to be there, right? Especially in Nebraska. We're like like peace. They're gonna be out. They're gonna be out. And ain't gonna have nobody to tend the fields. Most High in Christ. Yeah, you have something?
Now I saw on the internet where they was offering the town they got together, and now they're giving people money to come to these towns, interest-free loans on homes.
Oh man,
they're really trying to entice people to come back.
Oh man, all you gotta do is
come in and get into debt, interest-free.
No, I would gather this, man. Just give the people who's working it citizenship.
Yeah,
just make them legal. Just make them legal. They were paying taxes. They were working. They were positive members of the community because you took them out and hey, your whole economy is falling. So that goes to show you that these people are liars, saying talking all kinds of crap against the northern tribe, the so-called Hispanics, saying that they're criminals and they're freeloaders. How can you be a freeloader and taking people's jobs at the same time? Right. How is that possible?
Right.
How are you living off the teat of the government if you're taking someone's job?
Right. And
he ran on this, saying that he wanted to deport them. For what? for working jobs that nobody else wants.
Right.
That's what you want to do. Well, I pray that is the first domino that collapses all the rest of the states in these here United States of America. I pray that happens, and I pray it happens sooner than later. I pray their prediction of 2 quarters, it's really half a quarter. You know what I'm saying? And it just fails utterly.
Right.
Anybody else have anything before I close this out? No? I see no one wanted to call in. That's too bad. We're going to get some calls. We're going to get some calls. No one else had anything? With that, men up here, I say Amajim, which means to stand. If you could, Kadar. Yep. La Yasharala. Do it again.
Men of Israel, gird up thy loins to prepare to salute the Torah. Yahweh Hashem shall brak ya. Yahweh Hashem shall brak ya.
Yahweh Shemi Al-Shabrak, yeah. Yahweh Shabrak, Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Barak Yah. Most High.
So on you.
Amajim, which means to stand. Wapayel Hakadon, which means turn and face the east. You're going to say it one more time. Okay. Amajim, which means to stand. Wapayel Hakadon, which means turn and face the east. You're going to say the Lord's Prayer in Hebrew. Repeat after me. Abanaw, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodah, Hayah, Shukra, Yahweh, Malakah, Taba'ah, Hayah, I.S.U.P.K, Baratazah, Kawah, Hayah, Bashamayim, Thadanaw, Makam, Kab, Yawam, Basalakinaw, Kabawakinaw, Kasalakinaw, Kabawakinaw, Wala'ah, Tabaya'inaw, Bonasayawan, Abal, Hamashayna, Maya, Rad, Kaya, Laka, Hamalaka, Ba'ala, Ba'alam, Aman.
And in English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth. As it is in heaven. Give us this day. Our daily bread. Give us our debts. Forgive us our debts. We forgive our debtors. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Thine is the kingdom. And the power. And the glory. So be it.
We're going to say I conquer power in Hebrew. Repeat after me. Yahweh. Ba'ashem Yahushua. The thunder now.
Yahweh. In the name of Yahushua. Please give us the power. Power to heal. All manner of sickness. All manner of disease. Power to cleanse lepers. Power to raise the dead. Power against unclean spirits. Cast them out. In the name of Yahushua. Thank you. So be it.
We're going to say bless Israel in Hebrew. Repeat after me. Yahweh. Ba'ashem Yahushua. Rakana. Wayasha'al. Bahapiyah. Sapari. Barak. Raput. Magun. Ba'ashem Yahushua. The water Aman.
Yahweh. In the name of Yahushua. Bless us. And Israel. And the school. Bless. Heal. Shield. Protect. Love one. In the name of Yahushua. Thank you. So be it.
We're going to say Psalms 121 in Hebrew. Repeat after me. Asha'ah. I.S.U.P.K. Ma'ayan. Yaba'a. Azari. Ma'an. Yahweh. I.S.U.P.K. Shemai. Wa'aratazah. Ayathan. Jabawat. Regal. Aliyah. Shamar. Hanat. La'ah. Yanawam. Wala'ah. Yashun. Shawamah. Yasha'al. Yahweh. Shamar. Yahweh. Tizal. Awiyah. Yumyaka. Yawamam. Hashemah. La'ah. Yakak. Wayarat. Layallah. Yahweh. Yashemar. Makarai. Yashemar. Athnapash. Yahweh. Yashemar. Tasa'at. Ma'ath. Why I will love.
I will lift up my eyes to the hills. From whence comes my help? My help comes from Yahweh. Made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. Yahweh is thy keeper. Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. Thou shalt preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. Yahweh shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in. From this time forth, forevermore. So be it.
We're going to say it so like it. Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Repeat after me. Alahayah. Al-Tamayalaka. Al-Takarat. Al-Tashakwat. Yahanna. Yahabu Yawan. Wamashanayaka. Nasha'aw. Ra'ash. Al-Aimaka. Sawab. Wayataya Aitazawah. Al-Tazapawanyaka. Amal. The cow. Munakaki. Magoy. Wala'ah. That's the car. Sham Yasha'al. Aywa. Kaya. Noah Aitazawah. La. Yakab. Ali. Fayah. Dakarat. Ahoy. Arawam. Wayashma'al. Mawa'ab. Wahagoy. Gabal. Wa'aywan. Wa'amalat. Palashah. Amishad. Tazawul. Gamashu. Nalawat. Ayman. Hayawat. Zarabat. Nabayalawat. Salah. Shalaham. Kayad. Kamadi. Kasaya Sara'ah. Kayad. Bonakol. Koyashima. Nashamad. Ma'ayanda Ayra. Hayawat. Daman. Adamah. Shayatam. Nadiyabu. Ka'ira. Because of Abba. Because of Ba. Katzamna. Counter Ashar. Amar. Nayurashat. Nanawat. Na'awat. Alahayah. Alahaya,
Alahaya,
Shayatham,
Shaitan,
Kagagana,
Gaga,
Kakwash,
Quash,
Lapanyuraka,
Lapanyuraka,
Ka'ash,
Kaash,
Shabairia Iva,
the Ivory,
Kalahaba,
Kalahaba,
Kalahat,
Kalahat,
Aryam,
Aryam,
Khan,
Khan,
Doradat,
Doradat,
Basa Iva,
was Africa,
Basa Papat,
Basso Pat,
the Bahala,
the Bahala,
Mala'at,
Mala'at,
Panyaham,
Panya,
Palawan,
Palawan,
Wayabakwash,
Wayabakwash,
Shimka,
Shimka,
Yahawah,
Yahawah,
Yabash,
Yabash,
Wayabahawi,
Wayabahaw,
Ayah,
Ayah,
Wayakapar,
Wayapar,
Wayabad,
Wayabad,
Wayadai,
Wayadai,
Kaya,
Kaya,
Atha, Shimka,
Shimka,
Yahawah,
Yahawah,
Labat,
Labat,
Ayawan,
Ayuwan,
Al-Kaharatas,
Al-Kaharatas,
Awada,
Wow.
Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still.
Be not still.
O Yahweh.
Yahweh.
For lo, thy enemies make a tumult.
Enemies make a tumult.
And they that hate thee,
They that hate thee
have lifted up the head.
lifted up the head.
They have taken crafty counsel.
Taken crafty counsel
Against thy people.
against thy people.
Insulted against thy hidden ones.
Insulted against thy hidden
They have said,
They have said,
Come,
Come,
and let's cut them off.
let us cut them off.
From being a nation.
Being a nation.
In the name of Israel.
Name of Israel.
Maybe no more remember.
No more remember.
For they have consulted together. One consent.
One
That they are confederate against thee.
Like a federate against
The tabernacles of Edom.
Edom.
The Israelites.
Ishmaelites.
Of Slakia. And the Ishmaelites.
Ishmaelites.
Of Moab.
Moab.
Hagarenes.
Hagarenes.
Baal and Ammon. And Amalek.
Amalek.
Philistines.
Philistines.
With the inhabitants of Tyre.
With the inhabitants of Tyre.
Sure is also joined with them.
Sure is also joined with them.
They have opened the children of Lot.
Salah.
Salah. Do unto them.
Do unto them.
And unto the Midianites.
Midianites.
Sisera. That to the Ben. The brook of Kishon.
The brook of Kishon.
Perished at indoors.
Perished at indoors.
They became as dung for the earth.
They became dung for the earth.
Make the nobles like a red.
Nobles like a red.
Like Ed.
Like that.
Yea.
Yea.
All their princes.
All their princes.
As Sabah.
As Sabah.
And as Amunah.
As Amunah.
Who said.
Let
us say to ourselves.
ourselves.
The house of Yahweh in possession.
House of Yahweh in possession.
Hold my power.
Hold my power.
Make them like the wheel.
Make them like a wheel.
As stubble before the wind.
As stubble before the wind.
As the fire burneth wood.
As fire burns wood.
And as the flame setteth the mountains on fire.
Set the mountains on fire.
So persecute them. With thy tempest.
With thy tempest.
Make them afraid.
Make them afraid.
With thy storm.
With thy storm.
Fill their face with shade.
Fill their face with shade.
That they may seek thy name.
They may seek thy name.
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
You can found
That you
them.
can found them.
Trouble forever.
Yea.
Yea. Let me put to shame.
Let me put to shame.
And perish.
Perish.
That men may know.
That men may know.
That thou.
That thou.
Name alone.
Name alone.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Like the Most High.
Like the Most High.
All the earth.
Over all the
So
earth.
be it.
So be it.
We're going to say the blessings in Hebrew. You got to meet Rakata Yahweh.
Rock the Yahweh.
Why Yahweh Shah.
Like the Shah.
Why Mayaka Allah.
What may I get?
Why Alahaya.
Walahaya.
Mataza Fayah.
Mataza
Alawat Yohan.
Alawat.
Ha Alawat.
How the walking?
Hasarani.
How's the running?
Ha Kods Yoy.
How cause the young?
Ha Koya Yoy.
I call it other.
Why Hakwat.
Why?
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Why Shiyah Shah.
Shah. Shah.
Why Ramon.
The water of mine.
Bless you, Yahweh.
Bless you, Yahweh.
And Yahweh Shah.
And Yahweh Shah.
And Michael.
And Michael.
And the angels.
And the angels.
Commanding General Yahanna.
Commanding General Yahanna.
The generals.
The generals.
Captains.
Captains.
The officers.
Officers.
Troopers.
Troopers.
And assistants.
And assistants.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it.
We're going to say the curses. Blessed are you, Yahweh.
Blessed are you, Yahweh.
King of heaven and earth.
King of heaven and
And
earth.
all things living.
And all things living.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
Listen to us now.
Listen to us now.
Right now.
Right now.
And even the curses.
Even the curses.
Punishment and destruction.
And punishment and destruction.
To the heathen.
To the heathen.
That speak against us.
Speak against us.
Our prophets.
Our prophets.
The teachers.
The teachers.
The princes.
The princes.
The priests.
Priests.
Israelite brothers.
Israelite brothers.
And school.
And school.
The evils and curses.
The evils and curses.
And punishment and destruction.
And punishment and destruction.
To the heathen.
To the heathen.
Shake loose.
Shake loose.
To the rich of Israel.
To the rich of Israel.
Refuse to get to the school.
Refuse to get to the school.
Force their riches.
Force their riches.
Into thy sanctuary.
Into our
The
sanctuary.
evils and curses.
The evils and curses.
Punishment and destruction.
Punishment and
To
destruction.
the Edomites.
To the Edomites.
And the nation.
And the nation.
The drug dealers.
Drug dealers.
Courses.
Course.
The princes.
Princes.
Planned Parenthood.
All
All the governments of our enemies.
the governments of our
And
enemies.
Lake Synagogue and Army.
And guys, the
Roman Catholic Church.
Roman Catholic Church.
The Pope.
Pope.
Islam.
Christianity.
Christianity. Egyptology.
Egyptology.
Militia.
Militia.
Ku Klux Klan.
Ku Klux Klan.
Aryan Nation.
Skinheads.
Skinheads. Gay movement.
Gay movement.
Lesbian movement.
Lesbian movement.
Spies.
Spies.
Workers of witchcraft.
Workers of witchcraft.
Space program.
United Space Program.
Army.
Army.
Navy. Air Force.
Air Force.
Marines.
Marines.
Wall Street.
Wall Street.
Open up the internet.
Open up the internet.
And the airways.
And the airways.
Cable access channel.
Cable access channel.
And the radio channel.
And the radio channel.
Convict the spirit.
Convict the spirit.
Many of thy
people
seek to stop us.
seek to stop
And
us.
bring swift destruction.
Bring swift destruction.
To all the heathens.
To all the heathens.
That stand in the way.
That stand in the way.
Try and stop us.
Try and stop us.
Broadcasting your words.
Broadcasting your words.
Throughout the planet
Throughout
Earth.
all the planet.
Let loose all the plagues.
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 Cause them to go.
Cause them to go.
To and fro.
To and fro.
Through the earth.
Through the earth. consume them.
And consume them.
Like the plague.
Plague.
Shake the house of the thief.
House of the
And
thief.
the murderer.
And the murderer.
The Yahushua.
Michael and Gabriel.
Down with the flying saucers.
Come down with the flying saucers.
Punish all the heathens.
Punish all the heathens.
That come up against us.
Come up against
As
us.
we speak thy word.
As you speak that word.
Cause it to be known.
Cause it to be known.
By all.
By all.
It's the angels that have done it.
It's the angels that have done it.
Cause it to be spread.
Cause it to be spread.
Through the media.
Through the media.
Throughout the whole world.
Throughout the whole world.
Cause them to shake it that come.
Cause it to shake it that
The
come.
name of the house.
The name of the house.
Thank you always.
Thank you always.
So be it.
So be it.
Psalm, which makes a turn. Men of Israel, we're gonna give the teacher one courtesy salute. Men of Israel, Ma'am Shabbat, Imagine, Barak, Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh, Barak,
Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Barak Thumb.
Yahweh Matah, class is missed.